Welcome back everyone to yet another episode, and join me as in today's video we'll be taking a close look to a really nice pair of single monk straps by Carlos Santos for the Noble shoe. Coming up! How's it going everyone? It's been a while. The reason for that is that I'm currently in Florence studying leatherworking and bespoke shoemaking, which means my time's limited during the day and the week, but also because I didn't have some exciting or meaningful content to show to you until now. So a while ago, I commissioned a few special sample pairs from Carlos Santos for the upcoming collection of my shop, The Noble Shoe. And one of them proved to be such a massive smash hit that I've actually made it as a group made to order, which is live for a few more days currently and has proven to be very, very successful. So while I had this sample before I ship it to the client, I wanted to make a quick showcase video and talk about it and show it to you. It's a really, really beautiful model with a few unique features, and honestly, I think you're gonna love this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the close-up, we're going to talk about sizing, availability. It's only a few days left, and that's pretty much it, and have a nice small discussion. So I hope you enjoy this short showcase video, and let's move with the close-up. And now we're at the close-up finally, and you can take a nice closer look at these beautiful shoes. I really like the design and how they ended up. Of course, we'll begin with what they really are. So these are from Carlos Santos, the famous Portuguese brand that I also retail in my shop. That's the only place you can find it at the moment. And they are from their Handgrade line, which means apart from having some, higher quality materials and a little better leather and finishing, you also get a really nice higher end sole with a nice tighter waist, hand painted patina, and more features that we will discuss. So these are from the Handgrade line, which is the second line entire of the Goodyear welded range. And this particular model also has a hand painted patina on the top, which is the Bordo Shadow. It is a really nice dark burgundy with those reddish hues, and it's quite dark. I really like it, and if you look closely you can see the different hues that the hand painted patina gives to the model and the leather. And of course this particular model is a single monk strap, which is pretty much a shoe that has or doesn't have a capto or can have broguing. It really depends, but in its essence what it does have is on the top here of the vamp of your instep, it also has a strap that goes over the foot, and it has a buckle or a number of buckles that define its name. So this particular one has one buckle, and it's called a single monk strap for this reason. If it had a second one, which would really go around here probably, it would be a double one. And after that, I call them idiotic monk straps. So one or two is the best and the most appropriate. And this takes a lot of inspiration from different models, and it's a really different take on a single monk strap, which usually just has a buckle like this. It has a bit more modern aesthetic here and here. And also another defining feature that it has is the folded stitching that it has here on the capto and around the shoe as well, and all the seams. So what this does is it gives the classic capto look, for example, or the classic seam, but because it's folded you don't really see the stitching, or you can call it reverse maybe if you want, and it gives a nice, very clean, distinct look while retaining the same features of, let's say, a capto or the seams that a usual shoe has. I really like it, and I think that they are rising in popularity and they're even harder to find. And I think it's really exciting to have such a model in your collection. It's really something unique. Other than that, so we talked about the model, and now we're gonna talk about the last. So this last is the 387. You can see it from the other side as well. It has a very nice soft square look to it. It's almost identical to the 389 that I use reserved for some other models. It's like literally almost indistinguishable, but this particular one, there are more in quantity, so it becomes easier to make them a little faster. And that's about it. There is a very nice burnished and high shined toe, and there is some fudging in the wheels as well to create this really nice, consistent, cleaner, higher end look. Of course, the sole, we also already talked about it. It's closed channel stitched, so you cannot really see the stitching around the shoe. It's actually a pretty nice, well done job, and it's also hand finished in this sort of, you would say maybe sort of olive or mustard yellow. It appears different on camera probably. You can see that it's from the Handgrade line. This one is the size 10. It also has a slight fiddle back here and a nice tighter waist. And overall, this is a pretty nice shoe, I would say. Very excited how it turned up, and as I will talk about later, where I got inspiration from and how to wear it and what about the sizing, we'll talk all about it. But for this, I think that you can see from both the top and some profile views that these are really good looking shoes for the price. Inside they have a different liner, of course still leather, but it has a bit more suede feel at the back, which helps eliminate a bit of slipping, and it becomes a bit more resistant to movement. And it has a nicer color. It's a bit of a dark brown, I would say, and it's a nice change from the usual liner that is natural or orange from most of the shoes that you see. Overall, very nice, very happy. As you can see, they ended up really well. And I think it's time for us to move on to the next part. And that concludes the close-up. So I hope you really enjoyed looking from a different perspective these beautiful shoes. And I hope to see you on board on the group made to order, which brings us to the next point: availability, pricing, and sizing. So as I mentioned, this is a group made to order that is only available at the Noble Shoe. And at the time of shooting this video, the group made to order ends on the 20th of March 2022. However, because a lot of people have asked me for an extension, I decided, because it's very popular, to probably extend this period until the last day of March. So you still have time to join probably, but keep looking at the newsletter and the group made to order page to make sure that it's still there. Now for the pricing, it will remain the same. It is from the Handgrade line, so it is $429.99 US, and that includes free shipping and about, I would say, 3 to 4, I would say, hope to say 3 months lead time. So quite nice for made to order. And that's the pricing and availability. You will only find it at the Noble Shoe. And let's talk about sizing, because this is on the 387 last. And for most people that deal with Carlos Santos, they know that at least for 99% of the population, they run half a size large from your regular UK and US sizing. So this last is one of the few from Carlos Santos, along with the 389, which is almost identical, and the 462 that pretty much fit true to size. So for this model, I would advise you to take your regular UK or just size down one full size from your regular US to get a nice, comfortable, snug fit. And that means that if you are in general, let's say UK 8 in Carmina Rain or Merriman Hero or the Crockett & Jones 348 lasts, then you should take the same size in these. And if you are a US 9D, for example, on Allen Edmonds Park Avenues, you should probably take a UK 8 for a nice, comfortable fit. And that's about it. So you know where to find them, you know what the pricing is, you know what the sizing advice. In the end, why would you buy these? There are a lot of great companies out there, and if you decide to buy one of these, however, you do support a small channel and a small shop and a small business owner. But also I try to stand out a little bit from the crowd, at least at these price points, because it's really hard to find a reversed folded stitch single monk strap with such a design and such features at this price point. So I really hope you enjoy what I've been making for the last 3 years, especially we're going very strong in the last year, and I'm going to bring you a lot more interesting and amazing makeups in the future. I will keep this type of series going with new things coming up, because it's still my business and when I would like to showcase these to you. So I'm not calling them reviews, Instead, I'm calling them just showcases. And I hope you appreciate that. And that concludes our little video, and hopefully return to form. I do have some really nice things coming up that do not involve shoes, because at the moment there is nothing new coming. However, I plan to make a really nice review about this beautiful shoe that I'm wearing right now, and I commissioned from Italian store Lanieri. And it will be my first trial when it comes to actual clothes instead of shoes. So I hope you really like that content as well. And that's about it. So, if you're new to the channel or you haven't yet, I would really appreciate if you just subscribe, leave a thumbs up, like the video, and push the notifications button, and just interact with me in the comments. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, or what you would like to see in the channel and in the future review. So have a really nice week or weekend, depending on where you're watching, and stay tuned for the bad dad joke of the week. Okay, so this one is gonna be a little saucy. So, someone went to the emergency room and they had 25 toy horses stuffed up their ass. So the doctor came out and told them, "Sir, your situation is stable." It's stable. Well, that concludes our video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.